Hey y'all, and welcome to Geek Freaks. I am Frank, and I'm with Squeaks. And the audio is going to be very different than you guys are used to because we are recording in a hotel room right now without mic stands. So bear with us. We are at BlizzCon right now.
Yes, we are.
This is your first BlizzCon. How are you enjoying it?
Yes, I'm very much enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yes, love being here.
Both a little worn out. Been a long day, but we still got more day to go.
Yes.
Yeah. After we do this recording and edit, I'm going to be going out again. So let's go ahead and go over the announcements for the day, for day one, and what it's like out on the floor. So for the announcements, we started off with, we'll just get this out of the way real quick. Did you see any boycott Blizzard protests going on?
No, not at all. Not one person.
Either.
I saw some T-shirts and that was it.
Yeah, some free Hong Kong T-shirts, which I think was a tasteful way to handle it, but I didn't see any actual boycott Blizzard stuff. Or I had heard there was a big Reddit thing going on where they're going to boycott or do a protest, but I didn't see any protesting.
Yeah, no.
But J. Allen Brack did start the event off with an apology. We posted the video on our Twitter, so you guys can take a look at that. I'm looking at it right now, 173 views. So, guys, take a look at that. And then we move into the announcements. The first hot one, Diablo 4, right?
Yes. Oh, my gosh. So exciting to see that.
Yeah, it looks good.
I was nervous that they came that strong. I don't know if I was ready for it.
Yeah,
but I'm glad they did, though. I'm glad
get us some Heroes of the Storm to warm us up. No, the gate. A beautiful, long trailer.
Yes.
That was just like bewildering. I mean, it was so much going on. You're like, wait, what's going on? What's happening? Then we have Lilith coming back as like full-on demon.
Full demon.
She looks amazing. One of the big things that they wanted to push was the fact that it's going to be more gory than before.
Yeah, because they mentioned that a couple times about blood and gore and whatnot.
And did you notice that when you walked around, they had a bunch of signs? These were not there last year.
Yeah.
Warning people that the opening ceremony were not meant for kids.
Yeah.
It's because of that trailer, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about what you saw in the announcements for Diablo?
I don't know. I'm speechless about it because I like Diablo a lot, and I thought this was awesome. Now, seeing the trailer a little not confused, different. You could tell this is a different direction they might pull. They're really emphasizing on the rituals in this trailer. Yeah, and then we got a new bad guy too there.
And the occult and stuff like that. It seems like they're really leaning into. So they were saying like in 3 there was heaven and hell. This one is going to be all hell and more of hell.
Yeah. So
they said it's going to really go hardcore. And then we had a chance. We'll mention this. We had a chance to play it on the floor today.
Yes.
How did you like playing it?
Oh man, it's because I know on our pre BlizzCon we were talking about a whole not a revamp but a really good graphic design, I guess, or we could say.
Yeah.
Really enhance the graphics and the environment around you. Yeah. Also, the big thing that was shown to us, and obviously we tried, was now we're not stuck walking around a cliff to get to a certain destination. Now you can actually climb down to different areas.
And if you're a barbarian, I played a barbarian, you could actually jump down with the 2 button.
That's awesome.
They do it basically heroically if you guys are familiar with Warriors from World of Warcraft. And yeah, so what did you play as?
I played as the Druid. I wanted to play as a sorceress, but I wanted to play the Druid. And the Druid was awesome. Going a little in depth with the Druid. Druid's the new class. Big, I don't know what you call him, woodsy looking guy with 2 wolves. You could kind of command the wolves. Also, on top of that is in certain attacks that you do, if you're doing basic melee, you'll turn into this torn up looking wolf, like a wolfman wolf. And then certain moves will turn you into a bear. And the bear and the wolf are just amazing looking for the fact that when you're the bear, you look like a rugged, like torn up. You see some scratches on you. And just the detail that they went just on that.
And it seemed pretty seamless.
It was 100%. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I ended up putting a little clip of that, but Blizzard took it down for a second. I got it back up. So on our Twitter account, there's a little clip for that. You guys can check it out. We got PvP coming to Diablo finally.
Yes.
That's pretty exciting.
Yes.
And then one thing I liked too is as you're playing, it's open world, so there's just people around you. It's not as guided, so you could do a little story mission you want.
Which is weird now. How much open world is it now?
I think it's
in certain sections, huh?
Well, yeah. When you got to a dungeon, it felt like you were alone, right? Did you feel it?
Yeah, I felt like I was alone until we got to certain parts. I know you'll bring it up. There's certain parts on the map that will have a like a world boss, like in WoW.
That was really cool.
Yeah, and then you see a bunch of people there.
I was trying because they kept telling us to not record or tape or anything like that, but I wanted to record the animation of that world boss. Yeah. The way he kept doing that big swipe with his wing and everything. The guy was so amazing. Just really cool. I'm excited for a new Diablo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and some of the things. So we had 3 confirmed classes that were out for the floor testing. There was the Wizard, Druid, Barbarian.
They called it a sorceress this time, so I don't know if there's that much. No, the only reason why I bring it up because I don't know if there's that much of a. We were talking about how it looked more elegant, looked more kind of like it was only females, and it kind of looked a little bit more sexy and whatnot. So I wonder the only reason why I brought it up that the name difference is. I wonder how much of a difference it will be.
I don't know too. And you're saying it's only female. I just want to make sure to mention. On the barbarians, you had 4 different options to choose from, which originally now it's 2 and number 3. Mm-hmm. But we did see that there are more coming, so there's going to be additional. 2
for the demo. So if the barbarians had 2 different females, 2 different males, I'm assuming it'd kind of be like that for all of them.
Yeah, and it feels like we might get more cutscenes as well.
Oh man, I love that part because we did see one cutscene.
Like crawling out with your character.
Yeah, it just feels more full of a game.
It does.
Oh man.
Yeah. So that's Diablo 4, and I'm just so excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
We also got the announcement that Heroes of the Storm is getting Deathwing, and it looked awesome. He's able to bounce around between his two forms.
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm is not getting a lot of love this year. Mm-hmm. It's been kind of shuttered last year. We were talking about that before. But it's just a great game. I still want to play it, and Deathwing's always fun. So
this BlizzCon is definitely making me appreciate obviously the Blizzard games, but I'm definitely going to go back and put a little bit more time into Heroes of the Storm because that was my favorite MOBA, and I think this gets me a little just to check it out again.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Then we're going to World of Warcraft. They started off with WoW Classic, bringing up the fact that they're bringing in like the PvP honor system on the 12th. Yeah. And it's so hard for me, and you probably might be agreeing with me here, is it's awesome you guys are bringing in classic stuff, but then you announce all the regular World of Warcraft retail stuff, and I'm already talking to some old guildies like, hey, we need to get the guild fired up. Yeah. Like, it's like we're making plans, but it's like, oh yeah, I have another guild waiting for me to get home to tank. So, that's in classic. But yeah, so the PvP system's coming in on the 12th, and a bunch of other like phase 2 stuff. So that's all coming your way. It looks like they're here to support WoW Classic for a while. You been playing much WoW Classic?
Yeah. I did maybe level 8, and then I kind of stopped, and after this announcement, I don't see myself going back to it anytime soon.
Yeah. Too much good stuff.
Yeah.
So another reason why, again, I'll be ignoring Classic for a little bit is Tuesday also starts the anniversary event where you can get yourself a Deathwing mount, essentially. It's a World Breaker mount. That thing looks so amazing. And it's also going to give you a few bosses from the past. I know one of them was the Lich King they talked about before that you get like LFRQ for, and you'll be scaled to that level. So it's actually difficult for you to do. So
what's the benefits of that though?
That's how you get. That's how you unlock them out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And there's going to be other things too for the anniversary. It's a big one for them. 15. And then we had what just blew my brains up is the Shadowlands trailer.
Yeah.
Sylvanas walking up. You guys go watch that on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet. But we'll explain a little bit of what's happening here. Sylvanas walks up, fights the Lich King. She's empowered by death now, and she freaking beats Bolvar. Unreal. Takes his helmet off that moment when she's got the helmet in his hand.
Everyone's thinking she's going to put it on.
And everybody wanted it. We were like, come on, baby, give me Wrath of the Lich King. I'm so down. And instead, she breaks it apart. Oh, I mean, honestly, I felt like that's the symbol of my best versions of WoW. So that was kind of like, that sucks so much, but so awesome. Some of the best images, we shared those also on Twitter. And when she did that, it shatters the skybox above her, and it's basically breaking open the barrier between life and death. And
is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the barrier there, because he's supposed to be protecting it.
Okay.
And then we get into World of Warcraft Shadowlands.
Yeah.
That's gonna be we're gonna be exploring Shadowlands. Essentially, what's going on? So I went to you guys went to go check out Overwatch, and we'll talk about that as well. Yeah. But I went to the World of Warcraft panel afterwards to kind of get some more details on this. And so what happened is Sylvanas has been tricking us and stuff like that, and been feeding the death side. And she's working with like the guy who's in charge of what's called the Maw, which is one of the sections of death that's meant to like be the worst banishment for the worst people ever. Mm-hmm. And then there's 4 other sections that sound really awesome. That's like very paladin-ish. One that's like vampires. There's straight up like vampires in this expansion. By the way, we didn't get any classes or new races.
No, we just saw some new armor that you would. Seems like, do you get exalted with or something?
Well, so when you get to the end, you basically choose a new faction. Or an additional faction, much like in Burning Crusades, you had two factions as well that you could choose from.
Okay.
This one you have 4, and one of them is like the vampire faction, and it looks really cool. I mean, they don't call them the vampire faction, but that's what they are. Mm-hmm. Even they were saying like the first raid is a 12 boss raid. That is, they went to the team and said, build a raid that's where you climb through Dracula's castle. That's what they said. And it's like literally got like a big demon Dracula thing on the top of it, and you're like trying to climb the castle. It's amazing. They. Just to kind of give you guys a broad thing, they fixed everything we've complained about. They really have. AP grind's gone. It was a bigger cheer than like the biggest Overwatch news. It was crazy over there. But some of the things, I'll just kind of go through this real quick. We have some, when you pick a new Covenant thing, you're able to choose like cloak transmogs. Like you could have like angel wings and stuff like that. Really cool.
That's why I noticed that when I was in line for...
Each of them have their own mounts too. Yeah. Okay. Every race could be a Death Knight now because apparently Bolvar, it sounds like Bolvar, he while the helmet was broken, he's still like what remains of the Lich King. The Scourge is running loose because the helmet was holding them back, but he's still able to raise new Death Knights. So every race can be a Death Knight now. Huge customization changes. If you're human, you could be every race we can think of. And the dwarves as well. I mean, the trolls, guys. I want to play as a troll. I'm going to show Squeaks because he didn't get the chance. Those are the base trolls you can choose from in customization. Huh. I mean, you could be like, I want to be a skull druid. I want to be a...
What? So you can put some paintings and stuff on,
Everything. You could customize a ton of stuff now.
So much better now.
Yeah, and then, so that's a bunch of customizations coming our way. I can't wait. Yeah. Even undead, you could have it like where your bones don't expose, which is like really big if you're an undead fan, as myself. Some of the biggest changes coming is the leveling changes. So a couple things here, guys. First off, we're getting a leveling squish. So max level is now 60. You start at 50 in the new expansion. But they're changing things now to where you can literally, you're going to have a new starting zone for everybody, and it'll lead into whatever expansion you want to level from 1 to 50.
Yeah.
So right away, I'm like, I'm leveling a new tune. I'm going all Wrath. That's going to be so fun. Yeah. 1 to 50, and then you get into the new expansion.
Then you would just be doing those quests that you would back then?
Yeah. So basically, like your first Wrath of the Lich King quest would be your level 1 starting zone.
Yeah.
And that's, or whatever, level maybe 5 or whatever it takes to get you out there. But that is such an awesome idea.
Think about it. So say I'll pick a priest and I want to start in Wrath. Where would you start? You
would have to level through all of vanilla first. Like right now they have it set up. They still have a kind of a change right now where you level through vanilla and then you would choose BC or Wrath, and then afterwards you choose Pandaria or Cataclysm. So basically you go Wrath, Pandaria if you're smart, and then then you go to the Legion.
Huh, a little confusing for me.
But now, so from now, you're going to have like starting zone that maybe get you like level 5. And then you choose what expansion you want to go to. And so say you want to just go all Pandaria, which I think that would be a lot of fun to level all the way, your whole character through Pandaria would be great. So that makes it to where you then are actually questing every bit of the questing that expansion has. Yeah. You're not just blowing through one zone and that's enough to go on to the next expansion. Okay. So you really get to enjoy it.
Did they say how that's set up? Like, is it... Here's a menu, pick one, or...
No, it's going to be a new... They said there's a new starting zone for everybody. Okay. So I think there's going to be portals. They're like, we have a threat in Pandaria. We have a threat in Northrend. We have a threat over here, Okay. So like, Legion, fantastic expansion. I would argue it's the best expansion. You can make that your entire leveling experience. So if you have a new player...
especially because I skipped that one in a way.
Yeah,
I did it real quick just to go to the B of A.
Yeah.
So that'd be neat to check out.
Suramar's questing is actually they're using the Suramar questing as an inspiration for the current questing. Mm-hmm. So it's a really good one to experience. If you have a new player to WoW, this is the time the Shadowlands is the time to get them into it because they can literally experience anything at the difficulty that's appropriate.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. So yeah, that's coming. A few other things. They're just basically streamlining everything. They're getting rid of a lot of the RNG stuff. So that weekly box that you open up for Mythic Plus. Now when you open it up, instead of just randomly getting a piece of gear you probably don't need, you'll now have a choice between 5 pieces of what would be useful for you. And you could, if none of those are good, you could just take currency instead that you could later on buy pieces with.
Okay.
So that's kind of nice. And they're going to be focusing on the player's ability to choose, like their agency. So for example, professions are going to be pretty amazing. So like say you have a chess piece or a chess piece you can craft. So you'd craft this plate chess piece and it like has mastery on it. Like, I don't need mastery, so I'll just craft the next one. Oh, this one had crit. That's what I needed. But if you craft it and you make sure in the crafting process you're put in it a crit gem, it will have critical strike on it. So you could like change how the RNG works based on what gems you throw into the recipe.
That's very neat. Yeah.
Yeah. And then even the Shadowland legendaries. There are going to be legendaries. They're bringing those back because those were a lot of fun. To be honest with you, it just sucked getting them, but it was fun having them. Those are all going to be like this crafting system that's going to be in the game. No more RNG essentially. The new raid is going to be, they literally called it Dracula's Castle. Like it's actually going to be called Ravendreth, but look at that image right there. That's what the image they're using for like.
Oh man, that's amazing,
badass,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be the Dracula 10 bosses. I said 12, but
okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be pretty amazing. And then the new big bad, essentially what we have is called the Jailer. He's the head of the Maw, which is like, again, the worst part of everything, and we only have like a shadow of what he looks like, and he is working in tandem, not but in tandem Sylvanas, and she's trying to do something crazy. So she said she's trying to bring us all freedom. We'll see what that means. Let's see if there's anything else from World of Warcraft I want to make sure to mention. I think that's about it. So let's go into the Overwatch news.
Okay.
Overwatch, what a big day. Yes. Why don't you break down the Overwatch stuff?
So Overwatch, by the way, first we start off with the kind of like a little reminisce of the first one. They played a video of just multiple cutscenes of that we have before.
Yeah.
And then we got into Overwatch 2. And then Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2, guys.
That trailer.
So exciting.
Oh, man, help me remember because I was just full of tears. But basically, they fly to Winston, May, and Tracer.
Yeah.
Fly to Paris.
I love Tracer. She's so awesome.
And we have these robots that attack, and I forget the name of them all the time. But the thing is, I'll dive into that question afterwards. The robots are attacking the city, and then they pretty much want to bring back Overwatch. But they defend the citizens right now, robots, like Zenyatta type robots, and humans at the same time from these robots. Things get rough. They look at each other, and the whole just freaking cast of Overwatch just comes in and saves the day. And it's like,
hold on. Before then, there's that moment that, don't lie, you teared up.
Okay.
And I as well was getting emotional when Winston's like, guys, go without me. And he just starts stepping out in front.
May's hurt. Like, get May out of here, telling Tracer that. And he goes in. Oh, my God.
How are they not making movies with that cinematic team? I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's so good.
One more.
And then, so we get the whole team rolling in.
The whole team starts rolling in and saving the day. And, the robots are destroy whatever. Keep going. So, with this, though, now it gets... I got the chance to play that level. It was actually in Brazil. So when you play the PvE, you get the chance to do it. There's a level in Brazil, so you'll meet up with Lucio.
Cool.
Which I didn't like one part. Reinhardt was like, "Who is this guy?" He's like, "I'm Lucio," but it's like, yeah,
you guys have been working together for fight against each other. Right?
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I know we're finally getting a story, but don't make a prequel level when you guys look way better than the first one. I don't know.
True. Yeah.
So. You're doing the same thing. These robots are attacking Rio, but now I know it's just a demo, and I know it's super early. But where the hell are these robots coming from? I guess
they were part of the original.
Backstory from the first one. So I got to do that research again.
Probably.
But yeah, it's neat when you're doing the PvE. You get a certain amount of certain characters that are selected for certain levels.
Right.
It was only 4 characters for this level that we were doing. So we were. It was me, Daniel, and 2 other random people. Mm-hmm. And it's basically if anybody played the Blackwatch. They had
that event.
Blackwatch. Blackwatch. If you play that, that's basically what it is. Levels like that, just on a bigger scale, a little longer, with cutscenes. Yeah, there's.
Had cutscenes in it too.
It did.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That cinematic was so amazing. Like when they rolled in, and there's like that one French policeman who was like, "Does this mean Overwatch is back?" And they like kind of like had that shot that it was the hero shot. My favorite part of the cutscene too was when Tracer's like trying to bring a bomb and this freeze bomb into the big robot, and just cuts the hand right there. Genji cuts the hand just so she could get right through. Like, that's so cool.
Speaking of that trailer, that is a hint of which we didn't experience it during PvE demo, but a lot of those heroes were using their ultimates together to make it stronger.
Yeah, so like combo abilities.
Now, it could have been just for the trailer. Okay, fine, cool, whatever. And it probably is, but I thought that was a hint that it could be combo ultimates in the game somehow. Yeah.
The other hint was we got a character. I don't know her name. She's like blue. We tweeted her picture. Do you know the name?
It said it in the story. I don't want to say Echo, but that could be it.
I think it is Echo, actually. I think it is Echo.
I'm trying to just remember what's on my head.
But yeah, we tweeted her picture. She looks awesome. Just that cool, like almost Wall-E type art style, right? Like Eva. One big thing we want to make sure to remind everybody, everything you unlocked in Overwatch 1 is carrying over to Overwatch 2. And even cooler than that is if you don't want to buy Overwatch 2 and you still want to play online, you could play with the people. You could play all the new maps that are in Overwatch 2, PvP style. You just don't get the new heroes and the new PvE stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was vice versa. I thought you could play the number 2s could play the olds with the old people that don't want to move on.
No, the new people could play the new maps. Or the old people could play the new maps without buying the new game.
Okay.
They just can experience the PvE stuff.
It really is just more of an expansion for us.
It really is, but it's adding... I think it's going to add quite a bit. Like, all the characters get, like, newer models. Yeah. It's a new engine, apparently. It does look like there's a whole new level of effort to it. I think overall I'm excited to buy it. I know all this stuff from pre-ordering, of course. Yeah. Diablo 4, the new World of Warcraft, of course.
Another gameplay thing is that you can customize what moves you want in PvE. So May hit her May was because I was playing as May during PvE, so I can either use my spray gun, freeze someone, and if they die while they're frozen, it does an AOE blast to people around them.
Right.
If I didn't want that one, it would let me turn into my frozen ice cube that you turn into.
Yeah.
And then once you get out of that, it'll burst around doing like an AOE also.
Oh, I saw that in one of the trailers.
Yeah, it was in like the gameplay trailer.
That's right.
Now, they only gave us 2 options to pick back and forth with, but it ended up being 6 of them altogether. The rest were just locked, but for the demo, obviously, it was just giving us one option to pick from.
Okay. I'm excited for it. It looks really good. Anything else before we leave Overwatch?
There is a new PvP mode. It's called Push.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really get to try today, but I will try tomorrow.
That giant robot was funny.
There's a giant robot pushing something, but I couldn't tell you exactly.
I like how he's
works.
like going this way. Nope, going that way now.
Yeah.
Like he's just
don't understand why he's pushing, but I'll figure that out tomorrow.
That we missed that panel. So the reason we missed that panel that they had for the more details on Overwatch is because we were in line to try Diablo.
Yes.
So that's why we were like, which would we do? So we thought, let's get our hands on Diablo right now. And then you were luckily able to get some playtime on Overwatch. Mm-hmm. Some of the other announcements, I was going to say big announcements, but compared to what we already had, it's pretty hard. Descent of the Dragons is the new patch coming to Hearthstone. It's basically capping off their last three expansions, which looks pretty cool. They had a good trailer for it and stuff like that. The team behind Hearthstone's trying hard to bring us some new stuff. And then what else did you, outside of announcements, what have you liked so far in BlizzCon? Like, what has it been like checking BlizzCon out?
The whole setup. We were at to tell everyone, we were at the Hearthstone panel hall, whatever you want to call it, Hearthstone Hall, for the announcement. So, like, oh, great. Of all the ones to be at, we're going to go there.
It's amazing how much it feels like a tavern.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It ended up being a tavern. We ended up getting front row seats, sitting on these benches like if we were at a bar. And everybody else were on regular seats. They're serving the beer in like the tavern setup with the band. There's a band there and standing tables. That was probably the best hall there is.
Yeah,
decoration wise,
yeah. And it's hard because I was like, man, we got to get to the World of Warcraft one, so they went and announced all the WoW stuff.
Yeah,
or there. That's my big game.
Yeah,
or the Overwatch Arena.
Yeah,
but we ended up at the Hearthstone one just because the line was shortest, and those benches were made it. That felt so cool being there.
Oh man, yeah, we were sitting on these bar type benches.
Yeah, like old school Hearthstone tavern. Yeah. And that whole stage is dressed up like a tavern, and there is a tavern to hang out in too that they put together. Yes. I want to do that tomorrow, where you can see them designing new cards.
Yep,
that's pretty cool. The art of it.
I think that's my big thing was what I enjoyed a lot outside the announcements was the structures, the pop-ups that they had. They had a castle walkthrough for Diablo.
Yeah, and you could see like actual weapons and stuff in the game.
You could be sacrificed if you want.
Tomorrow I'll be doing that.
Yeah,
you lay down and there's like this guy that's going to kill you. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I didn't see an exit for that ride. That's interesting.
That line didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Stuff like that I appreciate a lot and I like to see.
Yeah, that was cool. I think that, we didn't get a chance to go too much through the Dark Moon Fair just because everything was like crazy long lines.
Yeah, but you know what? It wasn't crazy to not see everything at the Dark Fair Moon. Like, I don't know. I feel like I saw it all. It wasn't too anything to check out. I
think it was last year where they had all the Hearthstone, the Nerf gun shooting gallery was really fun.
Oh, shit.
So like one whole wall was just like you could try all the different Overwatch Nerf guns. Oh, yeah. And had like a shooting gallery, like the old, like where you put a couple quarters in. It was like that.
Okay.
But this one, they ended up changing it a little bit so they could add a bigger stage. So there's a bigger stage in the back, which I think is going to be.
What is that stage for?
Well, it's for events, but I think it's all the like Blizzard campus life stuff, which it was too last year, but there was 2 small stages and there was a little more space for everything else. But more pin trading, more collectible stuff like that.
There was.
The store is redesigned. I actually think it's a little easier, although we just waited an hour in line for it. But
yeah. But I do like the effort that they're putting in to try to make it smooth. They're definitely working for sure.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad system. It's just so many people.
The Blizzard staff and the Anaheim Center staff are killing it. They're doing their very best. Yeah. They really are. I think overall, it's been a fantastic event so far. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of great cosplay.
Yeah.
A lot of the community night's been great, but overall, it's been really good. Anything else before we head out? It's gonna be a short one because we still got more night to go.
Yeah. What else? That's all the announcement.
I'm trying to think of something we missed. Tomorrow's gonna be most of our esports coverage. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of the esports. Today was MDI.
Yeah.
But we'll cover. We haven't seen the end of that yet, so we can't really say the winner for that. But it's been fun so far.
Yeah.
Cosplay's been really
saw
good.
That's been cool.
Pretty amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been just a lot of announcements today. It's been pretty crazy. And
hey, one thing real quick. United States was on top of their group for Overwatch League.
I didn't know that.
But we left, so I don't know where they stand now. But they were on top of their group.
That's pretty impressive.
Beating South Korea. South Korea was too.
Well, South Korea's always on top. It's who's going to beat South Korea is the trick.
Yeah, I guess South Korea had a loss that put them in 2 and United States over them.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
you know how much is going to blow up over here if
man.
U.S. beats South Korea?
Oh, God.
South Korea, if you guys don't know, they are the best at esports in general. It's generally who's going to beat South Korea because they're so good. Overwatch, StarCraft. StarCraft is just now kind of leaning into the U.S. or any other nation.
Yeah.
And we got to see a little bit of StarCraft, not much today. But yeah, so...
Yeah, really.
Their announcements were...
far from us, though.
Yeah,
I think by the time we saw it was kind of the end of us
being
there. And I didn't realize it was going on.
But yeah, I think that's about it for us, guys. We'll come with you. We'll come back with some more tomorrow. It's going to be a long day for us, but we'll be there. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you for joining us on the Geek Freaks podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Geek Freaks Pod. We're also on Facebook, Instagram. You can email us. We have our Patreon and a store. All those links are in the description. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week.